morning. We're back at it this morning. We're working some of our honey holes today. Swamp edges and little farmland and whatnot. Places we've had a lot of success with small groups of hunters. So we'll keep shooting some clips here, and I gotta get a GoPro so I can get some actual action as it's taking place, but these little snippets are gonna have to do for now, because this is what I got to work with. Yeah, all right, I'll get back to you shortly. We'll see what happens. As you can see, oh, hi little dog. As you can see, I'm home in my chair, shaved, showered. It's well after dark, so we had a long day. I got some little clips here I'm going to fill in, but I gotta fill in some blanks. Oh, I like my little dog. She's a person. Oh yeah. Anyway, I gotta fill in a few blanks because I didn't make out so well with my the video footage today. That first spot we did, my brother was doing the walk, and there's a bunch of little pieces over there, and we kind of spread out, and then some people turn around in the tree, and some of us relocate. And so anyway, Paul jumped a couple of deer out, and they went two different directions, and one of them, my buddy Mark shot spike horn, huge body spike horn. Mark shot it and felt that he hit it pretty good, and that got into a little piece of woods. And another one come out, another doe come out, went by my buddy Gino, and he shot that and watched it fall. So usually what we do is, if we don't see the deer fall right there, we let it be, and we move people around. We trench around that piece of woods a deer's in before someone tries to take up the blood trail, and just in case it gets jumped out, or in case it's not laying in there dead. So that's what we did. We went, and James, we knew, was all set, so we went in and kind of surrounded this piece of woods that the deer Mark was pretty sure he hit well, had gone into. And well, I got you up to date now. Long story short, it was laid in there, right in front of, when I got in to cover and exit, it was laid there. So that was two in the truck. Well, some days you gotta earn it, and we're working hard for it today. Well, we're earning it. So, got that spike horn laid there. So while I was waiting for the boys to catch up with me, I got her dressed out. And Mark and my brother come over, and so I said, well, you guys, the deer camp deal is, if you got it, you don't have to drag. So I don't mind the field dressing. So I got that one zipped out. And I said, well, I'll leave you two guys here. I'm going to go over to old Gino and get to work on his. He's got a weak stomach, and I don't know, 56 years old. He ain't never got a deer. He just, yeah, somebody does it for him. But anyways, so I was headed over to Gino. And by now, this hunt's over. We're getting these 2 deer mopped up and took care of, and somebody's going to go get the truck. And Zach was out of his stand. He was coming down through a little point, and we have, I don't know if it's common, but we have this elephant grass, kind of tall cattail looking stuff grows around here, and the deer hide in it wicked because it makes a terrible noise to get through. And so on his way by it, Zach threw some sticks out in the cattails. There's some stick tricks. And I was just turned my video on here to make a little clip as I was walking out of the woods to head over to Gino. And, well, you'll hear it for about 2 seconds. I had the thing on. And somebody said, "Amy, there's a deer behind you, buck behind you." So I shut the video off because I had to focus. Sure enough, buck come out of that elephant grass. He ran up, come right down that old pasture. One of the other guys saw it, told Amy it was headed her way, and she put it on him. Hit him twice. She was pretty confident. And he too made it another 30, 40 yards, disappeared into a wicked, wicked briar thicket. So we put everybody back in place around that one. And I was off on one flank there because I was just about up to that spot anyway. And my brother Paul took up the blood trail and got down into that spot there, and he said, "Oh yeah, we got plenty of blood here," and he followed it up. Well, he got down in there, and it was still alive. It was laid up. It was bleeding good, and it was hurt bad, but it still had some life in it. He got up so he could see it, and but it was wicked, wicked nasty spot. He really couldn't get an angle on it to shoot it again. He either had to shoot it in the hindquarters or shoot it in the back of the head with his 12 gauge there and 18 pellets of buckshot. So we didn't want to shoot it in the back of the head and ruin the rack. So he had me come up over the hill, and I finished it off. We probably didn't need to, but we don't let him suffer. If it hasn't expired, we take care of it. It's just the right thing to do. And so I went in there and found it, and it's a pretty nice buck. So as usual, if they come by her, she's going to take care of it. Here's a few more clips.
He let me walk up.
Mama,
He was laid down in that hole over
come
there.
see what you got over here.
We're trying to make a path.
Oh.
We're making a path. We're going to come back out this way.
Yeah, right.
Drag it out. He was laid there. He let me walk right up to him. But I was looking right down the middle of his back. Yeah. I didn't want to shoot him again in his antlers. So I just had Harry walk up here because he could shoot him broadside. I didn't want to mess up your taxidermy.
Oh God, I can't afford it.
Really?
I figured,
How about the big buck club?
This is a bad place in here.
Dad's gonna be mad at him.
No.
We're earning it.
He missed it by one.
What is he, an 8?
I think he's
7.
7.
Oh, 7. Oh, right in the eyeball. Yeah, buddy. Oh.
That's my girl.
Are you back?
Nice. Oh boy.
But I didn't want to shoot in the, all I could shoot it, you know, was either in the ass or the back of the head. I didn't want to shoot it in the back of the head, but it was, you know, it was this way. That's why I had him just walk up.
All right, we're headed out. Old Gino's got one down over here. Mama got one. Mark got one. So pretty good morning here with our 8-man crew. It's cold, 30s and windy, but perfect hunting weather. So we got out of there and swung by the barn there and hung those 3 up, and we went to another spot. Now this other spot, it's private, but it's not posted, so it's, you know, public can access it. There's been 1 or 2 trucks were parked there every day, all day last week. We left it alone. We didn't go in there. That's generally what we do. If somebody's in a spot, that's, you know, they got there first in the morning, it's theirs. We're not going to go frig anybody up intentionally. So he wasn't there this morning, so we said, well, we're going to go give that a try. So we dropped 3 of us off. Down one end, and then the other 4 of us went up the other end of this piece, and kind of parallel to a highway, and there's a big cedar swamp there to the east of us, so we just kind of line it up and come down through it. And we've taken quite a few deer out of there. It's a good spot, good cover in there, and some hardwood, some nuts. So the bunch of deer come by us. Well, not us. Bunch of deer come by one person, our deer magnet. Oh, well, that's Amy's name. She's a deer magnet. I don't know if it's pheromones or what it is, but they go to her. All right, this one's over. I'm back on the ground. Headed up. That was the bottom guy down here on the edge of the swamp. And from what I understand, Amy's got one on the ground back up the hill. So the boys are out. And maybe I'm going to luck out and it'll be all gutted when I get there. I'm headed up and we'll see what we got when I get there. So what happened is she had a pair come by her. She shot one. The other one got through. That one she watched drop was laid right there. And then 2 bucks come through that got between her and the road. She wasn't comfortable shooting at them with the road out there. That was the right call. And we don't usually do the next piece behind us. I don't know why, but we don't usually do that. But we said, well, we got a few hours here. Let's do that next piece. We know there's a deer in it. So by the time I got up there, I didn't have to do any field dressing. They already had it out, and it was in the truck, and they already had a plan. So they sent me down the road, and we had to get set up for the next one. Just got an update. I got Brother Paul, Zach, and Mark pushing down here to us, and Paul just shot one on the push, so He said there's more deer with that one headed down our way, so things are working today. So, Paul shot a doe. Before it was over, my oldest boy shot a 8-point buck in there, and they were way down, I don't know, half-mile from us, so we weren't much help to them. And down in the edge of the cedar swamp, and I kept looking over there. Oh, the sun's going down, boys. You better get out. So I don't have any decent footage there at the end of the day, but because it was dark by the time they got everything out of the woods, and I went down and picked them up. Got things hung in the barn, so I got a picture of that 8-pointer after we got him hung up. But the bottom line is, a little small group of 7 hunters went out and put 6 in the barn today, so that was a good morale boost. We're thrilled that we haven't lost our touch, and there's still. Well, I knew there was plenty of deer around there. That wasn't our problem last week. It just we weren't where they were because we were in places they'd been pressured out of. So that's the story for today. Nice 7-pointer. That 8-pointer. Big porker spike horn. And 2 does. So I'm getting ready to wrap this up, and I'm going to do my homework and figure out where we're going to go tomorrow. Hope you all enjoy the movie here, and I'm going to post a picture of that buck hanging in the barn, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.